Hello. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Hello. How are y'all doing? I am making my way in the world. Slowly but surely. My light situation slipped. That's better. I'll have to take a picture at some point of my contraption to have my lights raised up. It's resourceful, I guess. Meow. Oh yeah. If you're gonna come around, I have to blow out my candle. Oh, okay. No candle today, I guess. It was a nice thought. Hi, honey. You want the basket? Yeah, I know it smells bad because I just blew out the candle. It'll dissipate, honey. Hi, Pokey. Welcome. Uh-oh, Kitty's stepping on my keyboard. How are you doing, Pokey? Gizmo is getting settled with your Nice. That's great. Uh-oh. Kitty paused my video. Kitty, why you do that? We should maybe zoom in. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing well and that Gizmo is settling in nice. I'm trying to get my brain to function. This lily pad sucks. I hate it. Maybe I should make a new one. I can reuse these for like petals, leaves, and things. Okay, can I get 2 circles out of this that are of an appropriate size? Probably a little bigger than I need. Trying to look around my mic and I just bonk my head into the mic stand instead. Oops. It's a little small. Why does one seem too big and the other seems too small? I didn't think they had that much of a difference. Okay. well, we'll try cutting out 2 of these. Oh, da-da-da. Hi, Jump. I don't think it is riveting. You don't think the frog is? You don't think the content is riveting? Riveting? Ribbit. Let's see. I'm happy about the pony I got. It's purple and beautiful. Besides, I don't have anything else to talk about. Yeah. I don't have much going on either. Neither? Oh. Also, I read your comment incorrectly. I thought you said, I don't think it is riveting, but you said, I don't know, I think it is riveting. Okay. Neither. I don't have a horse. Although, Pokey has a horse. I'll just call you Pony from now on. That'll go great. Gonna go over to your grandma's on Saturday. Nice. And then you get to see a kitty. I bet Gizmo is soft. He looks soft. You know what I could do? Depending on how much of it's going to be covered by the frog, I don't really necessarily need a whole circle. He is soft. He smelled a bit funny when we got him. That seems to be common, I guess. Like, how do I put this? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's so many reasons that things can smell foreign, and the cat my mom got, she washed her a few times, but when she brought her to the vet, I guess it's just that the cat has oilier skin, so she'll always smell a little bit. So, pooped because of stress and was drooling. It was too hot that day. Oh no. That's not good. Hope he's doing better. Car rides will stress almost every cat out, it seems like. It was hot, yeah. Let's see, Spike fixed the washer last night. He had to wait until I had time to watch him because I wanted to see what went on inside a washing machine, and where the part went and everything. Needed to wash my pants because of Gizmo. I mean, I guess you might have wanted to wash your clothes just because of being in contact with him. If you hadn't brought him to a vet yet. And then your kitty. Gizmo pooped on him. Yeah. Yeah, the first cat that I had, she would always provide a stool sample on the way to the vet. So we were always able to get that test done. And she was fine. You know, just didn't like the car. I don't remember the song being on the playlist. It may have been, but it seems like it's a little repetitive. It's almost over, so whatever. Yeah. That's fine. Probably be better if I just did something in between, but I'm happier with this one than I ever was with this one, so. Grandma is taking care of him. Good. That's good to hear. Okay, yeah, I think what I need to do is sew the lily pad together with the frog inside it, the back piece of the frog. And then I'll sew this one around on top. See, excited about Coral Island new update soon. Nice. I still haven't really looked into that at all. But mostly it's because I don't want to pay for a new game right now. I got a lot of games to play. I'm working on possibly 100%ing Breath of the Wild right now. I've got all the storyline stuff done except for the end. Hi Sake, welcome! I got all of the shrines done. I got all of the side quests done. I finished upgrading all of the armor sets today, except that you can upgrade the one that you get after you do all the shrines, and I didn't know that, so now I have to do some more. Yeah, it's coming out in less than a month, so I played it again to prepare. And yeah, so I gotta collect some things to upgrade the last armor set. And I've got to, or rather I want to upgrade all of the shield and weapon slots and things. I'm pretty close to that. Well, I have one more weapon slot, melee weapon slot, and I have like 5 more shield slots. So it's going to be like 135 more seeds, I think. And I have something like 300 seeds already. And then I'll decide at that point whether I want to go for all of the Korok seeds or not. I might, because I'm so early, I guess, for the new game coming out, that I have time to do that. Am I supposed to do this like this? I don't remember how to do the blanket stitch. This part's gonna be covered up, so I can take time to figure that out. Thank you, Sake. Other than that, I got all the pictures. I had to pay for one of them because you can only get it while you're with Yonobo doing the Redania, or the lead up to Redania, in the Goron area. I don't know what I'm doing with this stitch. Okay, well that worked, I guess. Whoa? Well, with all of the pictures? It's like my favorite kind of thing to do in games. I obsess. I try to get the best pictures I can of all of the things. And then when Spike and I were playing one pretty recently, a game recently together, he's not into that. And I think at one point he's like, take a picture of the butt of something. So then I decided all of my pictures were going to be butt pictures in that account. So so that was pretty funny, and made him enjoy me bothering to do that stuff on that account more. I want to do Breath of the Wild art. I mean, I've done a little bit before, but I want to do more, especially with the new game coming out. But I only ever get like half ideas in my head, and I don't know how to like execute on them. And then I'm sad because I don't know what to do. I was working on some more stickers yesterday that were not Breath of the Wild related. But they were going well. I thought about doing that on stream today instead. And then I thought about doing games on stream today instead. And then I just could not decide what I wanted to do. Obviously, I did eventually make a decision. Part of it was I didn't want to move my mic setup. Gotta do Hetsu, not Hetsu. Koroksy tree guy with a bunch of little Koroks all playing in a band surrounded by other Koroks. That's cute. The most recent thought I had of doing something was doing the Koroks setting up their little hiding places or things, however you want to say what they do. So like one of them, you know, putting a little jar inside the tree, and you know, like giggling, tee hee hee. You could do little 4-coma style pages of that kind of thing too. Going wrong, being cute, being found out before it's done. Yeah. It just reminds me of the Awkward Zombie one with the shrines. Awkward Zombie is a great game comic if you haven't ever read it before. Katie Tiedrick's been going on for a long time. But they did a Breath of the Wild one after it had come out. where the shrine monks were like sitting and chatting, talking to each other, and then one of them was like, "Oh crap, he's at my shrine. I didn't set up anything." And then it's Link, you have done well to get here. Like the blessing shrines. So funny every time. Oh, the music thing isn't showing up again. Always have to have it find Spotify again, which is frustrating, but no big deal. I need more green thread. Oh, Dylan and I watched Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio a couple days ago. For the first time. And we really liked it. Oh, how did you like it? We really liked it. It was kind of like... I was kind of on the fence about it for a long time. And I don't love the songs. I don't love the singing in it. I think it has a nice atmosphere with the songs, but I don't like them particularly. But it was visually, chef's kiss, mwah. And I thought it was an interesting take on the story. Sake thought it looked good. A definite interesting take. Yeah. I'm gonna listen to the audiobook of the original Pinocchio now. I was like, I want to, now that I've heard a different take on the story, I want to know what the original is actually about. Not just Disney's version. How did I mess this up? There. Sake would probably not choose to see it again. I just want to draw all of the things from it. I probably would watch it again. Part of it might be the contrast with the Disney one that came out the same last year. Which was like goofy and kind of awkward and weird. Everything else came after Disney's versions. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Puss in Boots 2 was good. What No Disney is the original progenitor of all stories. And I saw Saving Mr. Banks, I cried. I haven't seen Saving Mr. Banks. My dad liked it a lot. Yeah. Disney invented time travel. I did listen to the Little Mermaid, the original Little Mermaid audiobook as well. Because, hey, guess what? These things are in the public domain, so I can just find audiobook versions of them, which is handy. Little Mermaid origin makes me... It's not what I thought it was going to be. You just feel kind of bad for her and like, please don't obsess over other people and and please don't obsess with Christian beliefs. Sorry for that big S sound. Don't give up everything for anyone, basically, lol. Yeah. Whisper gave me the willpower to finish drawing this commission. Okay. I'm enforcing the willpower onto you. I don't know what to do with my hands. Okay. There you go. Willpower. Okay, but in return, you gotta give me the willpower to look for more commissions, okay? Yeah, I gotta do 3 more wings, 3 sets total, and some folded clothes and details. Everything Jump learned from the Little Mermaid live movie was people are the worst, TBH. Oh, they did remake that one as a live action, didn't they? I mean, I know they're like going through all of the things. Wait. Did it just come out this year? Is it out? May... Oh, scheduled to be released. Is there a different Little Mermaid live action one? Hi Dova, your mat arrived. Yay! Thank you so much for getting it. I'm excited. I have to do more stuff like the mats. I tried recently and I was like, well, it's okay. It's not great. I don't have the right inspiration for it right now. Jump did not see it. No, I guess the Little Mermaid live action Disney is coming out in May. Okay. Sake says, something that's actually coming to bother me in media and writing is the idea of sacrificing everything for someone. Sometimes we get another half forward of realizing self-worth, but usually it's like, person 1, I'm sacrificing myself for you, person 2. No, you can't sacrifice yourself for me. If anything, I should sacrifice myself for you. And it's like, oh, we just need to take it one more step forward. Yeah. Yeah, it's very romanticized in media. And, it's, at the very least, it's uncomfortable. And then you start getting steps into, like, obsession and, trying to give things to people that they don't want. Like, it means something to you, but it doesn't mean anything to them. And then there's, like, being okay with that, but also you're potentially burdening them with that, but you don't realize it. And it goes on and on. Yeah. Sacrifice. When you religiously offer the rice to the gods. To Shibalba? To Shibalba! I want to watch that with you, Sake. Yeah. Every time that comes up, I say to Spike, do you remember who Tulio is? And he's like, no. And I'm like, it's Kevin Kline. And he's like, I don't remember who that is. Because he doesn't have memory for that specific kinds of things. He can fix a washing machine, though, and I sure can't. And then I'm like, a fish called Wanda. Not Men in Black. Wild Wild West. And he's like, you know, what? Every time. Oh, I know all about that. Being mentally ill is an adventure. I also want to watch Muppet Treasure Island with Mur again, because when Mur watched it with us, I don't know, a couple years ago, they were having such a good time, and it was really fun to watch them enjoy a movie that I liked since I was a kid. Spike doesn't think that Muppet Treasure Island is on the same caliber as Muppet Christmas Carol. Was I talking about anything important that I didn't get around to? Let's see, Dova got the mat, which is really nice. It's such a nice feeling knowing that a lot of people actually really like the design of this. I did work pretty hard on it. I'm glad it turned out so well. Like, the printing is really nice. I mean, one is about pirates and the other is about sending ghosts to attack capitalists. I like them, equally as much. I did grow up watching both of them, so that has, I'm sure, more to do with it than anything. On a side note, I finally got business cards that I can put in my Etsy orders, and I haven't gotten an Etsy order since then. Dang it! Oh well, they'll come. I have to put a few more designs on there. I got nunchaku wieners to put on there. Sounds so weird. Nice, yeah. So I want to finish a couple of the other designs I had in mind, but I just have not been in the mood to crochet. I don't know. I'm going through it with allergies and things, so my days are all kinds of messed up right now. Also unrelated, or related, I recently got an official ADHD diagnosis. Wow. Congratulations, I think. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm sorry. It's good that you know. You can do more for yourself when you know where to start. And even if you don't do anything about it, knowing can be very comforting. Knowing it's half the battle, the other half is drugs. Well, that's kind of how it's going for my anxiety. Kuya never came back, and now I feel like I should light the candle again, but then it will summon her, and then I'll blow out the candle, and then she'll leave. It'll just be a vicious cycle. Let's see. Legalizing marijuana is getting farther in Minnesota. I didn't know that there were so many steps to it. I mean, maybe it's because it's like a class 1 drug according to federal something. Federal government. There's a lot of things I don't know about. Period. Stop. I did the frog backwards. It's not lining up perfectly because the legs are not the same. Oops. Knowing things is overrated. It certainly happens a lot less than people want people to think. I was listening to Chilluminati yesterday. Woo, sake. Chilluminati fans. And they're going through the whole, like, how many things does the government hide from people just because they're so embarrassed? It's just people who want everyone to think that they know what they're doing, but nobody knows a lot of what they're doing a lot of the time in general, not just in the government. Okay, getting there. Oh, the worst part is looking at a lot of diagnostic criteria is pretty obvious. It is pretty obvious that have had it forever. I mean, isn't that usually the case with ADD and ADHD? You like have it forever, and you tend to notice the manifestations of it through schooling and things. Okay, well, this is gonna be an interesting scenario here. Uh-oh. Let's see. I can't talk about anything at Caring for Cats because I was in isolation yesterday. So that's a no-go. Let's see. Generally shown early, but not always diagnosed or treated, which is funny that my mom didn't think I had it because I had an IEP in elementary school for fine motor function, which is a side effect of ADHD. What's an IEP? Oh, the kitties. Yeah, I can tell you guys about them later. I didn't see any of the other cats because there was a bunch of them in ISO, so I had to get started right away. Individual education program. Oh. Interesting. Vague thoughts and memories are coming to mind when I'm thinking of that, of like what kids would call classes like that, and I can't actually think of the words they used, like, you know, derogatorily or whatever. Let's see, for jump, it couldn't write certain letters properly, namely round letters like S or B. Interesting. My brain. I'm guessing that was when you were still in the public school that I will not name. The school which must not be named. Words are hard. No. Oh, it was. Okay. I guess I thought you were... I don't know. People learn things at different ages. You're younger than Spike. I don't know any of the things. This is going to be interesting, going around the eyes and the feet. Around 4th to 6th grade. Okay. Funny enough, ADHD is only part of what's wrong with me. Well, lots of people have lots of things going on. If you care to share, what else? What else? Let's see, for me, I've got incredibly bad eyesight. I get migraines. I have a high anxiety, general anxiety disorder. I get seasonal depression. I have depression otherwise, but it's not nearly as concerning as my anxiety. I have a texture thing with food. So I cannot eat some foods because of that. Which has gotten much easier to describe to people over the years. I tried talking to my dad about getting some stuff checked out because he is suffering from clinical burnout. Clinical burnout. I've never heard of that. I mean, I know your dad likes to go and do all of the things, so that makes some sense that could happen. Fits my cognitive bias. One great thing about my anxiety is that getting therapy is hard. I mean, it probably is for anybody with anxiety. But this was more of a problem when I was employed. But I would have anxiety about going to the therapist because I had to take time for it. And I had to, you know, take time off of work. I had to go in. And then I had to pay money for it and like co-pays. Thankfully, I didn't have to pay too much for it. But, oh boy. I guess I didn't have that great of a therapist, according to people that I've talked to. We didn't like do a whole lot. No CBT or anything. So, whatever. Spicy memories, mood. Okay, Jump says ADHD, generalized anxiety, spicy memories, potentially autism. It's a big spectrum. My doctor called that white coat anxiety. About like having anxieties about going to the doctor. I don't have anxieties about my normal doctor. Although, if I can share a memory, which is weird, I guess. I don't know. I just thought of this, and it's something I want to share. So I'm going to share it. The end. I'm real bad at telling stories. Sorry. Gosh, every time I laugh like that, I have to edit it to soften it. I'm just like, now I'm really conscious about it every time it happens. Okay, story. This would have been a good maybe 10-ish years ago. I think it might have been when I first went to the doctor to talk about anxiety and stuff. Oh, I have to soften it because it clips, kind of. Not clips. Whatever. It's a little harsh in the recording. Right. So I think this is when I went to my GP, general practitioner, to talk about anxiety things. And there was a medical student there. Come on, give me the thing. So, let's see. Emotions were a little high because I'm talking about, being incredibly anxious. This is pre-medication. That's what I was kind of there for, is to figure out whether I should try medications and what blah, blah, blah. And so at one point, I think they must have asked, like, hey, is it okay if you talk to the student for a little bit? And the doctor walked out, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, sure. So the relative points here are that the doctor, my GP, is bio female and cis. This medical student was bio and cis male. So, I'm sorry, those are not relevant factors to my story. They're relevant factors to other things that go on in my mind, but never mind. So, did I tell you I was really bad at telling stories? Okay, I gotta concentrate. Let's see. So, topics that come up, of course, when you're talking about anxiety and depression include relationship things. Like, how is your relationship with your partner? If you're in one, what is there anything going on there that you want to talk about? Things like that. And so one of the things I said was, I feel really lucky to have Spike as a partner because we were friends before dating, and I don't know if I could go on dates. I don't know if I could trust strangers enough to do that. And the student did not understand that. He couldn't fathom why that would be the case. And it just really struck me and stuck with me. I'm like, I understand that this isn't the way it is for everybody, but you're not even able to empathize with that, with the idea of that. Yeah, mood. So this is before I had language for demi and things. So yeah, that stuck with me. The gendered thing I thought up is because of a related thing I've had with a few people, but I live in a very safe place. I live in the suburbs. I live somewhere where I could probably walk around at night and be pretty safe, not have to worry about it. I do not feel comfortable going around. You know, I have anxieties about it. And like, I've been going through a lot of time of like feeling weaker in my body, and the more weak I feel, the more anxious I am about things like this. You know, I feel like disempowered, I guess. So it's come up with people, typically white cis men, and it's like, you know, like, okay, would you feel comfortable walking around at night in, you know, blah blah blah, where I live? And they'd be like, yeah, sure, no problem, great. And I'm like, I don't. And it's like, there are things that cis white men in our culture have not had to deal with and cannot exactly fathom until they have talked to people about it. And I don't know, that's a big mood for me. Just like, this is why things don't get done in politics and stuff, is you don't talk to people. You have no idea how people really feel. You can't empathize. You can't know what goes on if you don't talk to people and try to understand. Blah, blah, blah. So, the end. Let's see. I'll tell a shorter, better story. We used to have a Hollywood video when I was like a teenager. I don't know, young, late 10s, early teens? I don't know. And I found a $20 bill in between the sensor. And I'm like, oh, Dad, that's a $20 bill. And he's like, you know, take it. And I'm like, what? No, I can't take that. And he's like, yeah, you can do that. And then I got $20. Better story. Much shorter. Yeah. I don't know. Now I'm just kind of dwelling on all of the times that I've talked with people that they can't fathom my experience of things. Kiri was a nice child. I tried. I wasn't gonna give my golden Yoda can to my dad, though. That was a promotion for the Phantom Menace. Pepsi had golden cans. I still have mine. But my dad asked me to go get him a Pepsi. He had friends over or something. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get you a Pepsi. And I was like, oh, you know, it's a golden can. And my dad's like, oh, cool, I want a golden can. And I'm like, oh, no, that's mine. I want it. I found it. And he was teasing, of course. So, yeah, to send it in, and then they sent you a sealed can that had nothing in it. And I still have that. And $20, I think. How relevant. Another $20. I don't know. What really bothers me is when people who are not your therapist, and usually not therapists in general, ask you like why you can't do a thing or why you can't see something this way. Like, well, why not? Why don't you do that? And it's always so much more complicated than you can possibly think up to describe to them. And they wouldn't understand. They don't want to take the time to listen to you. It's a cheap tactic that people have that I think they think is like gotcha, in a argument or whatever. Also, if you're trying to persuade somebody to think a different way about something, gotcha moments, not the way to do it. Yeah. Like, you can do anything you want. Like, well, no, I have limitations, I'm not a rich white man. I don't have all of the freedoms that you did. Thanks. Blah, 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 blah. And then Kiri proceeded to complain about life for the entire stream. And also got hungry. I had a banana before stream. Come on. A soft and mushy banana because I waited too long to eat them. How did this happen? Sake had some friends growing up for a short while who could not understand we did not have running water, heat in the winter, did our laundry by hand outside in ice cold well water with a washboard. Yeah. I thought that would change as I got older. I was a child, but even now I run into people who grew up so completely detached from having basic needs not met, so forget gender and yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I wanted to say like, well, it's easy for kids to not understand, blah, 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 but like you said, it's not just that. Forget feeling safe as a woman walking home at night. Yeah. I should say non-cis male IG, I guess, because even those who are non-conforming face similar issues. Yes, and with visible disabilities, yes. I'm sure men feel unsafe too at times, but it's different. Yeah. You ever been wolf whistled at? If you care to share. If it's gonna bring up bad memories, do not. You do not need to. I have been when I was employed at the state fair, actually. And luckily I was there with plenty of co-workers, and like the person doing the calling or whatever was not going to be doing anything about a situation. I'm doing this wrong. Whatever. When I first moved to Minnesota and worked downtown, it was a bad time. Oh, right. Yeah. You did tell me about this a bit. And there was like maybe this wasn't this time, but like there was especially one older gentleman who really wanted to I don't know, engage with you in one way or another. Yeah. That sucks. What a great introduction to the state. Minnesota, nice my ass. First time I was followed home, you were followed home and more than once. He got on the bus with me and continued to follow me. I had to get off multiple stops early. Awful. Oh. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that. Another time at the fair, some like person around my age, I guess, really wanted to see me after my shift, which ended at like 11, I think, p.m. And I was not interested. And so he was like, okay, I'll meet you here at, the end of your shift. And I was able to ask my manager and leave an hour early. So very luckily I had somebody that I could ask about and who understood, and luckily we weren't short-staffed at 11 o'clock at night, and almost nobody's coming in because you pay for an hour of being there. But yeah, that one stands out. I've had so little, and yet I feel it so much. William does not understand why I get anxious, etc. working far from home that I need to bus to, especially if it means I'm going out early or late. Yeah. William, please. Friend Chelsea refused to go to MOA alone because that is a nightmare. Yeah, can be for sure. The more I've been... I was going to say exposed. That's not the right way to say it. The more I've been to a place, the more confident I can feel about my situation there. Internally where you can run to and things like that. So, MOA I'm generally pretty okay with. Depends on the time of day. I've gone to the state fair almost every year of my life and worked there for 6. So, although that one's like peak, too many people, I should have anxiety about that. Just the comfort level of knowing what's going on with it all the time is enough to like raise it above that for me. Poor Froggy. Just like, looking great, looking good. Maybe you shouldn't have done this tactic. Oh shoot, I don't know how to get back into this. Poor Froggy. Also, the getting a knot in there didn't help. Yeah, so not comfortable around strangers and the idea of dating strangers. You don't even have to be Demi to have that anxiety about it. I mean, come on. Yeah, it's no surprise everyone I've dated or had feelings for were friends for years first, except for William. Yeah, I've only dated Spike. So I knew Spike for good 4, 6, 7 years before we started dating. Doo-doo. I don't know. One of the nice things about being pan, however, is if Spike and I do ever split up or something ever happens, I would feel a lot more comfortable trying to date women than men. So I'd have a much easier time going about it that way. Let's see. William could have been a real bad matchup. I was very vulnerable and he lived multiple states away, but I'm glad it worked out, lol. Yeah, I'm so glad that it worked out. I mean, obviously, it's great to know you because you're here and everything and the connection and everything. But also, yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm glad things have gotten so much better for you. And that's not like just through coming here and because of William. You've done a lot of work. Jump. I get the other side of that issue. I'm not very socially knowledgeable related to the point potential autism. Trying to form a relationship is not great. Yeah, it can be really challenging to read people. Especially if you don't have like a lot of practice with it, I guess. A small boon. Let's see, he just randomly told me he was bringing his friend who I had not met at the time, Spike. That's right, you shook, lol. If I die, I die. I can't find the string. Sake says, I have multiple younger siblings with autism. All find dating to be too much for them because they struggle to even get to know anyone in the first place. Oh, that's so hard. And it's just going to be harder as adults to make new friends and meet new people. I mean, depending on where you go. If they move to the city, they might have a better time with that, but if they need to be reliant on like family and stuff, that would be challenging to do as well. I wonder how often, I mean, this is a weird thing to say because so many people do have forms of autism, but I wonder how often that lines up with people being ace. Sake. There's also a related side effect of ADHD called rejection sensitive dysphoria. And oh boy, that caused some events for me. I've also never heard of this. Hi, Kuya, you came back. Sake is worried they will live with my mother forever. They have only anxiety about it. Hi, Kuya. I've tried to offer Kuya, your head's directly in the way. Every year, a place for them to stay if they want to move or visit the city, things like that. Yeah. Let's see. It sounds like it can be a very traumatizing experience. Jump's been doing quite a bit of research lately, mostly at the push of a friend. Well, I hope checking things out and looking into things has been helpful. Like the point I made earlier is that sometimes just knowing more can be comforting. knowing that you're not the only one to feel these things. Self-awareness is a really good first step to understanding and empowering yourself. Yeah. Becomes less why and more, oh, I feel this way possibly because X, which hopefully will give you a greater sense of control. Yeah. Sake is knowing how to word the things and is able to get to the thoughts further than just ooh. Well, I appreciate you being here, Sake. For lots of words. Got thoughts aplenty. Oh, how many thoughts do you have? Okay. You want the basket on? There. That way, I'll be able to read the chat. I mean, I know a lot of reasons things happen in my brain, but also there's a lot I don't know how to explain. Yeah. Yep. Kuya cat. You're a kuya cat. Up here. Oh. Oh, I'm past an ad break time. Okay, Kuya, don't go anywhere. We need to take a 1-minute ad. Don't eat that fake plant. Oh, oh no. That sucks. Be right back. Kuya left immediately. Let's see. Sake says, mine went pretty similarly, lol, referring to first therapy session. So, you've had a lot going on. You have a lot going on. Childhood PTSD, major depression, and some pretty severe anxiety. Whee! Hi, Mats. Welcome. You've come to the, talk about our feelings stream. Feelings and experiences. Though it was suspected I was bipolar at the time, it seems I am not, so I'm glad for that at least. Yeah, that's a whole nother something to deal with. Ta-da. Gonna AFK for a while, try to finish drawing out these wings, I think. I have made no progress on the last 3, lol. Oh. What's happening in the life of Whisper? Well, right now we got a kitty. Zoom out and see the kitty a little better. In theory. Huh? In theory. You lean so far out of frame, honey. Not too much. I went over my progress in Breath of the Wild earlier. Spike fixed the washing machine. So I gotta run laundry tonight. Stop putting your face on the mic. Like the tail of the mic. Washing machines are important. Yeah. They're helpful. It ended up costing us about $20 and, you know, hours of Spike's time, of course. But hey, could have done a lot worse than that, huh? Aw, hello. Taking a little Kuya break. Oh yeah. Oh, I edited the first video that Pokey came in yesterday. So now I've gotten through the part where Matt's came in, and now I've gotten through the part where Pokey has come in. It was Little Nightmares, the second half of it. That was cool. And Pokey immediately talked about their wonderful kitty Duchess, which is a sure way to make friends with me. Hi, honey. Oh. You want attention, huh? Hey, maybe pretty soon we can open up the windows and get you some fresh air. Not this week, though, I think. I just love when cats maintain eye contact with you. So nice. Oh yeah, back scratches is where it's at, huh? Oh, right. Yeah, you're just chilling and working on stuff. Care to share what you're working on? Yes, dear? You have a whisker broken off. What'd you do? Let's see, to simply explain it, I made a mod for Brutal Orchestra, updating the modded Brutal Orchestra wiki to add what I created. Nice! Yeah, you talked about the mod before. I don't remember any details about it. Sorry. Oh wow, my Minnesotan came out there. Sorry. Oh, he's such a sweetie pie. I just want to snuggle you and rub my face in your belly. You don't want that. Kui is not for one for snuggles or face belly rubs. Is this okay? See, I didn't stream on Friday, but I did edit a bunch of videos. So I'm making good progress on that. I'm in November now, so like halfway-ish to getting to recent or current. Oh, I also got let's see, I got my first negative comment on a YouTube video, which are just VODs of these, which I was more bothered by than I wanted to be, or logically should have been. But it was just like, why did the algorithm send me here? Like, well, why are you commenting on the video? I had nothing to do with the algorithm sending you here. I didn't respond. But also, I got my first positive comment from somebody that wasn't like Sake, I think. And they were like, I really like the sound of your voice. So I said, thank you so much. I did not say, wow, I really like the way my voice sounds better when it's coming from me and not when I'm hearing it back. I think it sounds way too feminine and I don't, you know, blah, blah. So I just held back on all of that stuff. Just like, but it's great that you like it. Thanks. I don't know. You don't need to kill anybody, Mats. I appreciate your protective feelings, I guess. Words are hard. You know the feeling of liking your voice better, the way it sounds when it's coming out of your head, because it sounds well, it sounds different. You get like more resonance in your head or something. Yeah, Jump's been here for a while today. I mean, Jump's here a lot of the time, but usually lurking, which is also really appreciated. Haven't heard a recording of my voice. What I hear is about an octave and a half lower than outside. Wait, higher? Does it sound lower to you in the recording or not in the recording? Matt's already thinks the voice sounds like a child, but when I record and listen back, it's child voice. I hear it's softer than it actually is. That might explain a few things. To me, you've always been a loud presence, Jump, but I easily put that on, you know, there being a bunch of hearing loss in your family. My actual voice is deeper. Yeah. Yeah, you're not the only one in my life that's like that. And some of the other people don't have that excuse. So I'm also just a little more sensitive to louder things in general. I got baby ears. Your actual voice is deeper. Interesting. I feel like it's normally the other way around, but maybe that's because I'm bio-female, I don't know. Where it normally sounds lower in your head. I try really hard to keep it under control, but when I start info dumping, I forget to control it. Yeah, that's easy. That's like the only time that people can hear me is when I'm info dumping. Let's go. Any of y'all seen the Super Mario movie? I have not. Kuya. Kuya can be real loud when she wants it. No. Oh, you're seeing it next Monday. Interesting. You'll have to let me know how you like it. If you like it. I haven't seen it, so yeah, I can't give you any spoilers, but also, good point. I'm gonna wait until it gets streaming. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but we did finally finish Froggy today, even though it's not superb quality. Gonna go watch the D&D movie, but our DM had the Rona. Oh, rip. What did I hear? I heard somebody that I listened to, some podcaster, say they really liked the D&D movie, but I don't remember who it was or what they said about it. So, shrug. Gonna watch it with some friends. Nice. I haven't seen a movie at a theater in quite a while. I have gone since 2019, but maybe twice. I used to go to the theater all the time in like high school because I had friends that lived close by and we all had, you know, not jobs. So we went to the theater quite a bit and that was nice. See, I did go see the Oliver Hardy and Stanley Laurel movie that came out a few years ago. Saw that with my dad. Okay, cool. Yeah, what should I work on next, this bulb, maybe? This one should be a pretty easy one to do. The question is, where do I put the string and how is it not in the way of the leafy things? Pinecone? Here it is. I'm hungry. Y'all hungry? If you are, eat some food for me, okay? Thank you. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on the back. Make sure that it doesn't twist because it bothers me when they twist. Set it down because I didn't prepare a needle or thread. Take the stuff out of this one because this is what I would like to use. I got angy tummy. No. Don't be angy. Is it hay fever? I blame everything that happens in the spring and fall on hay fever. My face was super itchy 2 days ago, and it was very weird. I had to ask Spike to give me some medicine, because I was on the couch with both my kitties, which may have been related to why my face was itchy, but I don't think so, because my eyebrows were itchy. And that's a weird thing to happen. I don't think so. I tried to eat some lunch, and it was just grumbly. That's a good adjective. Grumbly. I like it. Tiny shells. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Maybe have some yogurt. Maybe you need some of them good gut bacteria. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're lactose intolerant. I don't think you are. But you could be, and people do develop it sometimes. Been having a lot of fun lately just shortening and replacing an important vowel in a word. I usually enjoy that. I might be, but I love cheese. Cheese is so good. Well, you could try Lactaid when you're gonna have cheese and see if it's better than your normal response. I'm sewing off stream because I don't know where to put my hands with Kuya here. Sorry. Cheese is good. Yogurt's good. Milk and ice cream. I love dairy stuff. I've been really enjoying cottage cheese with blueberries lately. Yum. And Oh, one of my favorite snacks is slices of cheese and slices of apple and crackers, and having the right kind of mustard. Now the thing is, the kind of mustard I really like is not available. Let's see, when Spike lived in the city, he grocery shopped at Lunds and Byerly's because that's what was close. And they had an amber beer mustard. And it was so good. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, and it was so good to put with cheese and crackers and apples. And I love it, and they discontinued it. And I'll buy mustards, hoping that they'll be somewhat like it. And then I have endless containers of different kinds of mustards that I don't like in my fridge. None of them are the right thing. So I've got to look up, see if I can get like a homemade recipe that's closer to it. I have apples actually, and cheese and crackers. I should have some of that later. Oh no. Well, that doesn't need to be held in there right now, I guess. Okay. Jump and or Mats. Do you have thoughts on what I can do for Breath of the Wild fan art? I want to do stuff, but I don't have a lot of great ideas. Sake was helping me brainstorm a bit earlier with Korok things, because I love Koroks very much. No thoughts. Okay, that's very fair. Oh. Just like in general, though. That's fair. I want to do something with the dragons. I want to do more Korok things. I just love Koroks. I think I just said that. Like the thought that I brought up earlier was maybe doing a little thing of the Koroks setting up their little hiding places and stuff. So like one of them putting one of those little pots in the tree. Also, you haven't? I feel like this came up a long time ago and you just weren't into it. You're not into Dark Souls either. Yeah, I really like it, but that doesn't mean you're gonna really like it. Well, basically, if you don't know, you may have heard this on the internet, you can upgrade your weapon slots and things, shield slots, bow slots, so you can hold more of them, because they have durability and they break, by finding Koroks in the wild, and they'll give you little seeds and you bring them to the guy and he upgrades your thing. So you have to do like little puzzles, or you have to like, you know, this rock looks suspiciously placed. I'll pick it up and, hey, look, there he is. And there's 900 of those in the game, so for Zelda, it's not that I don't like it. I just don't do well playing long sandbox story games, Because I can't make my brain stay in it. Okay, that's fair. I guess you have to really enjoy the exploration of it. And, yeah, not everybody's gonna enjoy it or enjoy it for every game also. Okay. What about fan art for Zelda games you have played, like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess? You have any thoughts on those? Also, do you have a favorite Zelda game? Mine is, of course, Wind Waker. It was my intro. And then it's probably Breath of the Wild, and then Minish Cap. And then I'm not sure after that. Computer, why do you always need to update? Is this a real update, or is it a you should upgrade to Windows 11? Yeah, that's what it is. Buzz off. I think Art of the Goddess is sweet. They have a good showing in Wind Waker. Art of the Goddess is sweet. They have a good showing in a goddess. They have Art of the Goddesses is sweet. They have a good showing in Wind Waker. Okay, so like the Narayu, Din, and Furor, those ones? Yes. Okay. You just said it right there. Okay. Let's see. I often think of Oracle of Seasons and Ages when I think of them. And they have a cute little cameo in Minish Cap. I swear I can assemble a thought. Same. Jeez. You heard me telling the story earlier. It's not good. Okay, don't let me forget to put this other leaf in here. Let's see. I don't think there's any showing of the goddesses in Breath of the Wild. There's like the goddess statue in general, and there's mention of them, like, you know, creating the world or whatever. But I don't think there's any sort of like cutscenes or anything around them. I mean, there isn't there isn't that much for cutscenes in general. Oh man. I played the DLC to unlock the bike for the first time this playthrough, and it was a little tedious, but also super cool to see it for the first time. There's some great stuff there that I won't talk about because it's a spoiler. Oh, this is not the same color. Is it this one? Yes. Du, 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 du. Du, du, du. Let's see. In Wind Waker, I can only think of the statues of them, which I think are cool. Like the pearls, of course. Let's see. Skyward Sword did like the singular goddess, Hylia. Four Swords Adventures had like the 6 Shrine Maidens. Yeah, I gotta be careful with you. You chew on them and then you break it off and then you swallow it, which is no good. Also, ew, gross, it's wet now. Crackle. Do I have my art in this book? Bonk. I probably showed this off on stream before, but hey, whatever. I have my thing right here. There they are. Yeah, some of my Korok art. They're fun. Just cute little watercolors. It's hard to have patience to do these. I'm so impatient. Get in there. Do, do, do. I don't have any more thoughts to think, apparently. I'm still hungry. Okay. So I had originally thought of doing some, like, stitching on the bottom to be like roots and things. I think I'm gonna forego that and maybe just do some vertical lines that follow the curvature, just to indicate that it's not just a lump, I guess. Because I don't think the roots thing is gonna turn out the way I imagined it. And I don't really want to mess this up a lot. Oh, I'm gonna get groceries today. Boo. Our downstairs fridge is not staying cold enough, so we're only getting like like half as much milk as we normally would, because it goes bad fast by being not in cold enough temperature downstairs. And so we're just getting like what we can fit upstairs, but that means I have to go out and get groceries more often. Bleh. I mean, the weather is at least a lot better than it was, but grocery shopping is never fun. Oh, I guess if I'm going to do the lines in this color, then there's no point in me tying off the thing, huh? Okay, in order to make this a little bit more of a two-sided thing, I'm going to run stitch instead of back stitch, and then I'll run stitch the way back on the gaps. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone but me. Okay, so I don't know how visible this is. Somewhat visible. So you can see that this is like a dashed line here, and I want it to be a full line. So I'm going to work it backwards, the entrance and exit of each one. Check both sides so that so it looks okay on both sides. You know that it's lining up both ways. Yeah. Oops, I didn't check that one very well. Maybe I'll just leave it at that, actually. No. What a slow version of the song. Okay, almost time for another quick ad break. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I can always come back to it later if I decide I need more. Now the question is how to tie a knot without it showing everywhere. Oh no, I didn't turn my phone to silent. eBay, help us protect your account. That's off. There, I've accomplished some things today. Frog is super washed out. Oh, and now he's not in frame. Okay. Oh, ducky. I should do the ducky. Actually gonna leave the feet stitched in like that for a minute and then just cut that out when I've gone through them with the other thing. But the beak needs to go in like that, and I need to do the eyeball. I'm gonna do that on both sides, so I should do that first. Get off of me. Okay. I guess I should do this one soon too, since I took the thread that was keeping it together. Doing a little bit of cleanup while I'm looking for the color that I want. I like how I washed out the frog after moving it around just by putting the chick there. Light blue eyeballs? Or should I just go with the dark blue like the froggy? I like the dark blue. Wah wah. Okay, well, it's time for an ad break. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if I can figure out how to sit again. I had to get myself a snack. I was just too hungry. I'm sure I'll have 2 kitty cats coming in here soon because I have food. So got bagel. Yummy. Okay, I'm still actually tidying up a little bit. Oh, yep, here's the orange kitty. Hello, Toby. Hello. Zoom out. You really don't get to see any more. Almost out of this color. Hello, Toby. How are you doing? That toaster's really spooked you, huh? When the toaster popped, he jumped quite a bit because he is like interested in trying to figure out what I'm doing in the kitchen. And it's like pop, and he's and, you know, claws scrape against the it's one of those bookshelf things, but you have the square spots to put things in. He's on that. I don't remember where I put the eyeball in my drawing. I'm just gonna choose a spot and live with it. 2, 3. It's probably just fine. Hi, Kuya. Welcome back. Good enough. Kuya's trying to get at my food. Trying to eat and pet a cat. Not eat and pet a cat, but eat something and pet the cat. And sew and stream all at the same time. You're not sneaky. You're only sneaky when I'm not there to see you. You can't have this food. Where'd the yellow thread go? Are you sitting on it? Am I sitting on it? My plate sitting on it? It's starting to look more and more like you or I are sitting on it, honey. Haha! You were sitting on it. Like, quite literally. Munchies and crunchies in here somewhere. Wow. Ooh. There, all done. Nothing for you to beg for anymore. Okay. Poor Kuya, she just wants all of my food all of the time. Is that so much to ask? Okay. Da, 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 da. I smell ducky. Da, da, da. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oop. Yep. I don't know what that sound was. Can I get to the leggies before this thread runs out? Find out next time on Rocky and Bullwinkle. They always do 2 titles. I can't think of... Oh, and they're like puns. I'm not good at improvising. Never mind. Forget I said anything about Rocky and Bullwinkle. Oh, now I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, well, it only works if the thread stays on the needle. I don't know what my plan here was. Oops. There, jeez. There it is. Huh? There we go. I feel like we listened to this song already today. Hi, Sake. Sacred beats to chill to. Did you make any progress? Sacred beasts. I see. Yeah, of course I want to see. All right, Sake can just post links. I'm like, okay, waiting for the Discord. Oh, I can zoom in too far or okay. Wow. This looks fantastic. Even the toes look great. Dapper Volk, huh? Well done. The wings look like you put a lot into them. It really shows. Good job. I wasn't sure where would be convenient, lol. I hope you're getting paid a lot for it. Because, holy cow, looks like a lot of work. I think I did 6 refinement sketches on those wings before they got to where they are now. Wow. I used to draw wings a lot, like, because I read Clamp a lot. And, yeah, these wings look so much better than anything I ever drew. Holy cow. So, good job. Getting paid on site currency. But it's a lot more than I get paid in US dollars because of the wings. Yeah, the wings. Alright. Well, if you're able to use it, then that's great. Wow. I suppose if people have the disposable in-game money, it's probably easier to spend that way. Probably would be a good idea for me to advertise commissions on Dapper Volk. Again, honestly, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. I'd rather do art for that stuff than spend my own money. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. I'd rather do art for that stuff than spend my own monies. You'd rather do art for on-site stuff rather than pay your own monies for it. Okay. Maybe I'll ask for your help off stream to get some better traction. Yeah. When I'm done editing videos, or rather when I get caught up with editing videos, then I'll have time. In theory. You could post on Gaia too, I suppose. I think they have an RLC art comp form now. Real life commission? No, art commission. Real life cash. That's a thought. I think I think when I stopped on Gaia, I changed my password to be like gobbledygook, so I wouldn't be able to go on it again and fart around. I was like, I'm done with this. I've spent too much time of my life on this. I can get anything I want from this. This is probably after Tech died, but that's not to say that I can't get it back, you know? They have reset passwords and shit. But it was like, this was a way for me to step away. But if I'm just doing it for commissions and things, that'd probably be easier. Might even be worth it just to start a new account so I don't have to deal with any of the old stuff. And then I could just, you know, that's all it's for. Man, Tech was so good forever. Yeah, even when they added ads, it was fine. But when he was like, I'll make mine tinier. But then he was like, I'll make tinier me. And that sucks. Oh, I had no idea. I thought Gaia just like took it down, was like, nope, you can't do this. Bummer. Maybe I should try a Pantheon again too, huh? Hi, Kuya. Can't read, honey. Gaia issued a cease and desist because he used it to promote his own website. Oh. That was a direct rival. They were fine with him adding ads and making profit from it because it was so beloved. Oh no! I'm sorry. I was such a bad supporter for Pin. Oh. That sucks. Too much to handle without enough support, maybe? Ugh. All I ever did for Pin was forget that they had Pantheon and then apparently forget that Pantheon was a thing and then didn't notice when it stopped. I'm sorry, Pin. I'm the worst. The only people who want to do art for the site, Pin wasn't comfortable with taking on as staff, so we floundered without Pin being able to even QC the work I did. Quality check. Thank you. Oh. Well, good on Pin for trying. It's a huge endeavor. And, it sucks if Pin like lost a bunch of money through it or anything, but I'm sure Pin gained a lot of insight. Did a ton of stuff that was ready to go, but Pin couldn't do it. I feel Pin is healthier now with focusing on mental health, etc. Okay. Yeah, that's good. take mental health over trying to do something that you really want to do without mental health. Not saying this to say is that Pin is at fault, just that it wasn't possible, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, it's a big thing. I mean, I can't even... Okay, I can. I'm starting. Taking a very long time to get myself going with art commissions and things. You know, that's like the teeniest, tiniest step along something like what Pin was doing. Okay, no, I read that already. Wow. Gotta post my comps proper all over. I'm so bad at doing it. I'm sorry. What's a comp? Because com would be commission, but comp, I just think of computer. Okay. So it's not just me this time, at least. Yeah. Super anxious today with the trip coming up. It's wild. Oh, I'm not reading what's happening with my fingers, apparently. Oh. Everything will be okay, and it's okay for you to be anxious. That's really normal. I think we may have talked about this before, but like, even if you're really excited to do something, like the longer you have to wait for it to happen, and the sooner, or like the closer you get to it, the more anxious you become. Oh, I get that really hard. And it sucks, but it's okay. You're okay. You're not being anxious for no reason. Very flighty brain. I think I'm overwhelmed with all of the cleaning I want to do, and I keep pushing it off, so now I'm working on the commission edge, pushing off, so it's like panic circles. Oh. Well, remember to breathe, I guess? I did it to me. Yeah. I find lists are helpful, just to help organize your thoughts. And the more things you put on your list, or like the more you section things off into smaller pieces, you can get the accomplished feeling. You know, like, instead of saying, you know, do all of the cleaning, you say, you know, do the dishes, or do this one thing, blah, 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 blah. And then maybe it's overwhelming to have a list of so many things to do that way, but I don't know. I have to do the dishes Saturday and dump out the cat box and stuff after we drop off the cats, so the important stuff is already done. But it's nice to come home and not have spoiled food or clothes to take care of beyond what you brought home. Yeah. Nearly finished the ducky. Like his little feet. Thank you. Okay, so now we have this birdie, which is okay. Daffodil, lily, and tulip left, and I think that's it, unless you count this egg that I haven't figured out what to do with. So I should probably do the tulip while it's out. Oh, but I think I was going to try to think of something to do to make these more structurally sound. I mean, if it's hanging from here, the stem doesn't really need to be structurally sound, does it? Cardboard cut to size for the stem? It's a thought. Even just, thicker paper. Yeah. Do I have any of that stuff on hand? Okay, that seems to be a pretty good distance. This stuff is covered in cat hair. Like coated in it. Coated. Chonky. And then if I do it like this, if I do it closer, then these will have more stitches along further up the stem. So it'll be more likely to be upright rather than flop down. Okay. Okay, this is thick paper. This'll fine. This'll do fine. Blah blah blah. Really want a an X-Acto. I don't have one in here, and I would probably just cut my mat because I wouldn't be careful enough. So, just need scissors that aren't sewing scissors. I guess that's what these are. That was a lot. Glue. Okay, now we're getting crafty. Bonk. Yes, Toby? Meow? Are you meowing at me from, like, the middle of the hallway? What the heck? Oh, alright, I gotta go get dinner started, so it's ready by 6. And then it's time to wash both the kitties and try to groom down all of the winter fluffs that they're finally shedding. Okay. Good luck with all of that. Especially with the kitties, I guess. Oh. Yeah. Oof. I'll talk to you later then. Yeah. Brush is working very well. I think. Oh, great. I'm glad it is. Love you too. Goodbye. Jig only tries to fight it a little. This is gonna be a no-sew one. Just glue everything on. Probably should have attached this before the paper. I could still do something about that. Sure, it's not attached all that well yet. Okay, let's see if we can finish this flower in the next 11 minutes. There's a lot less going on with it as far as sewing goes. So, maybe. Ugh. I do not have the patience to deal with this knotting situation right now. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a little stiff. Nope, too much. This might work okay right now. Okay, need a ribbon. Need the pink thread. Ooh, that's not a lot. Might be okay. Oh, well, I'm off. And I can't make it a round because I can't remember it well enough. Bum 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 bum. Ba ba bum. Ba bum bum bum. Ba bum bum. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Da da. Ba 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 da. Da 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 da. listening to. Let's see how this goes. Okay, you know what? I am gonna sandwich this in here. Sandwich. I am peeling it away from the thick paper I have there. Doing that. And then I'll stitch through the fabric but not through the paper, because I don't think that's going to go very well. I'm trying to go through 4 layers of felt, so it's not that easy. Well, there's a bunch of glue on my fingers, so it's hard to maneuver things. Well, I meant to have this behind the pink, because it's kind of showing now, but I'm not undoing the stitches, and that'll hardly be noticeable. Probably. I can trim it down too if I really hate it, because I'm not gonna be stitching up here, I don't think. I think I just got a, like, weird... No, maybe it's not weird, but like a windowed notification to watch somebody else on Twitch that I don't follow. Oh, thank you. Okay. Not the best thing I've ever made, but it could be worse. I do have one other clip here. Maybe I can do it like this now. Alright. Try to secure those in place a little bit. Oh, no, that's not long enough to do anything with. Alright, that's going to be it for today. I think I will not be picking up this on stream again. Because I've done it a bunch already. And I've got just a couple more flowers left. So I'll probably do those off stream. And I mean, I guess I have this egg. I haven't, whatever. But I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with the bird. But yeah, we got 4 things done today. That's more than usual, I think. And I had to cut out a lily pad for the frog and the stem for this. So not too bad. Yeah, if you want to see those other ones, check out my Instagram in a little while. I'll be posting them there at some point. And I'll be back tomorrow with Pikmin. Okay, yes. My brain, no good, no more. Alright, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for coming. Bye. Bye, Spike.